Don't go and rip out all of your pepper plants, chili plants, or even your brinjals. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can overwinter your peppers, because pepper plants are actually perennials, which means that if you give them the right conditions, they will keep on coming back year after year. I've had some grow for over 3 years. These are 3 years old right now, and I've got some that are 2 years old. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually take your peppers from your raised beds and then carefully put them in pots so that you can overwinter them. So let's get into today's video and let's start overwintering all our brinjals and our peppers. So I've had these two growing in one pot. I had them in little seedling trays. They grew, and decided to just put them in a pot together, which is fine. But it is now winter here in South Africa, and these guys will slowly lose all their leaves and it will look like a bare stick. And I want to actually fill this up a little bit more. You can see that the soil has dropped a bit, and I'm going to show you how to actually cut this back. Then we're going to go and see if there's any peppers, which I know there's about 5 plants in my raised beds. I'm going to dig them out and we're going to transplant them in grow bags. These grow bags you are able to actually put indoors or in your hothouse, and that's because you don't want your plants to die in the cold weather. They will go dormant until early spring and they'll come back to life, and that is what we want to do. So if you leave it out and your temperatures actually drop drastically, then your pepper plants will not survive winter. Let's go and dig out some of the pepper plants that we've got in the raised beds, bring them here and transplant them into grow bags. Then we'll show you how to prep this guy that's already in a pot and put it away in the hothouse so that it's protected from all that cold weather. So in this raised bed, I've actually got a cayenne pepper. It is still producing. It has a whole bunch of ripe peppers, which I can now go and harvest, but this plant will not produce anymore. It's doing well in this bed because it is in one of the raised beds that gets at least 8 hours of sun. So that nice warm sun is actually helping it stay alive right now and not go sleep. But today I'm going to harvest all of the peppers because I want to take it out of the bed, trim it down and put it in the greenhouse so it can start settling. At the back we've got a jalapeno plant that is definitely ready to be taken. Okay, so let's start harvesting our peppers, slowly take it out and then go back and transplant it in these grow bags. Remember, when you transplant them out, you want really good nutrient soil, because you don't want it to go and have really bad compost that it has nothing to look forward to waking up the following season. We want to take care of these plants so that next season it wakes up and I actually get a head start. So instead of having all my new seedlings that still need to germinate, these guys will definitely be a little bit ahead, because all they need to do is have new growth on them, and they will definitely give me peppers sooner than the ones that still need to grow. The new seeds that I grow, I'll only get some stuff at the end. I'll only be able to harvest at the end of the season because they still need to grow and flower and all that. Where this is already mature, all it has to do is give me new growth, flower, and I have some fresh peppers ready. So I'll be able to get in the early summer some harvest, and in the late summer some harvest. These are absolutely healthy looking cayenne So what I do with my cayenne is I like to dry my cayenne out and make it into a powder. So then I can cook with my cayenne. Okay, so you just want to come in here and, thank goodness I named it, not like I can see it's not jalapenos. Make sure you don't disturb the roots. Yeah, so we've got our peppers here, and I've also got some brinjals. I've got 3 plants that need to also be overwintered, and that's what I'm going to do, is take them out, put it in the same video because, well, it's the same process. And the next thing is just to fill up all our fabric bags with some compost, really good compost. Also, if you want to, you can put some other stuff into your compost. I only do that when they start waking up because they're going to go dormant. They really don't need anything. They're reserving the energy for late spring, summer when they wake up. So my plan is to fill the bags with really good compost. Then when they're in there, give it a good water, and then just show you how to cut all your peppers down correctly. You don't need to fill it up to the top. Really don't. You just need a small little bag like that, even smaller. There you go. This will be fun for them. I got all my bags here. Haven't completed it yet, but I thought, let me quickly just top them up because they are so low in soil, and they'll be so much happier now. Okay. Okay, so how do you prune these guys? Well, let me just show you. Where your branches fork out, you are wanting to just give it a snip there. I normally like to do it above the node. Any side branches, that, literally cutting it all down. Any fruits on it like that, not going to develop, and this guy will come back healthier and stronger next season. So now that you've taken everything off of your plant, this is what we've left with. It looks a little bit daunting and sad, but trust me, plant doesn't need to grow during winter. So all that energy doesn't need to go to any leaves or any flowers or fruits or anything. It just needs to rest through your dormant period, and it will all branch out and come back beautifully next season. We'll do exactly the same here. Give it some more soil. Okay, that's about it. That is your pruning. You don't need to do anything else when it comes to the plant. But it doesn't end there. Okay, so we have taken our pepper plants from our raised beds. We have repotted it in really good soil, and we've given it a really good trim, as you can see. But it doesn't stop there. The plant's just being taken out of its original place, which means it could go into shock if we didn't uplift it correctly. So I've got some water. I'm going to just water it in, and it doesn't stop there. We still need to protect our peppers. So what I'm going to do afterwards is I've got some leaves, and what these leaves are going to do is act as a mulch, just so that it protects the ground. It's going to do about 2 layers, and that will be fine. Then this is ready to be put indoors or in your hothouse, anywhere where it's warm and no frost can get to it. And how you know your soil is really good is when you go and water it, it's not sitting on the top, and it actually drains nice and slow, not too fast, or else it's just going to go right through and dry up even faster. So right now, if there was still water lying in here, that to me is taking too long to drain, but the water is not in there anymore. So I'm going to now go put some leaves around here, and that's about it. This is it. I can now go and put this in my hothouse for the rest of winter. So we've got our pepper plant cozy in the hothouse. I can feel the difference when I'm in here, even though I've got 2 entrance, and I can feel the draft coming in and out, but it is much more warmer than on the outside of this hothouse. So I'm going to do the same method to all my other peppers that I've taken out, and I'm also going to do that to my brinjals because it is the same method. So try this method, because then you'll be blessed with peppers year after year from the same plant. And take a look at this video, and I'll meet you there.